Hey, this is Blake from the Gig Harbor Fly Shop, and today we're going to be tying up a small little purple steelhead muddler, and this is a great fly for summer steelhead, which for us right now we're going to be coming into in a couple months. So I'm pretty excited about that, and so material-wise, we're going to go over how to tie this thing, and we're tying on an Arex hook that's an NS 110, and this is a size 8. And that might sound small for summer steelhead, but trust me, it's perfect. And you could tie it on a 6 if you want to, but I like to tie this one on an 8. We'll start kind of from the back. So we're going to use the Uni Stretch, and we're going to use this for the tag on the hook, and then we're going to wrap with this mini flat braid in purple on the hook shank. And then for the wing, there's gonna be some purple marabou, and underneath that, there's gonna be some of the steelhead ice angel hair. And then for the head, we're gonna be using a dyed deer hair body in purple, and that's it. So not a lot of materials. It's a fairly easy fly to tie. So let's tie it up. Okay, we're gonna start with the Uni Stretch, and we're just gonna tie the Uni Stretch in, and so we're just gonna start wrapping it on the hook for that tag. And then once I get a couple wraps, okay, then I'm gonna tie in my mini flat braid. At this point, I'll hit the flat braid with just a little bit of the flow from the loon, just to toughen up the body. Okay, next we're going to tie in the wing, and we're going to use the angel hair steelhead ice and as the underwing, and then the overwing with the marabou in purple. I can always come back and trim that later. I'm going to keep it fairly sparse though, instead of folding it over. Okay, I just pulled the fibers off of the side of the marabou feather, and I'm just going to tie these in over that flash. Okay, here's our dyed purple deer hair, and I'm just going to cut off some of this right close to the base. Okay, and then I'm going to line up these tips because we're not going to cut this part of it. We're going to leave these in place. You can use a hair stacker if you want to. Okay, so when I cut the hair off the hide, you have to strip off all that little fluff that's at the base of it. And now this is different than tying like deer hair bass poppers and stuff like that. We don't need the deer hair packed super tight to make it float. So this is more just to push water and create some disturbance and give it profile. So I'm gonna cut just the tips of it here, and then I'm gonna hold, and the diameter is maybe less than, I mean, half of a pencil, less than that maybe. And so I'm gonna hold it and give it 2 soft wraps and then pull and let it spin. Okay, a lot of that's gonna get trimmed afterwards. If you leave it long, then it's easy to hold it back to tie it off. Sometimes if you leave those pieces too short, it's easy to wrap them underneath. Before I start chopping away, I want to glue the head real quick. Okay, and then to trim the head, so I just don't want to chop the tips that I had at the front part of it. And tying bass bugs, you know, I mean, you use a razor blade to do all this work, but since we're leaving it a little bit thick just to push water, I can just come through with my scissors. Some people will leave it in the vise, but I like to just kind of hold it. If you leave the collar thick, you can always go back and trim out material to make it more sparse. Okay, there it is, the little steelhead mini muddler. So this is the Ahrex NS110 size 8, but you can also use the Gamakatsu LS11 3H, both great hooks. And if you need materials, in the description below, we have links for the materials, as well as make sure you subscribe to get updated on new fly tying and other videos that we have coming out. And thanks for watching. Hope you swing a fish this summer on a little steelhead muddler that you tied up yourself.